Hey, this is my new air gun. I apologize for the wind, we have a thunderstorm blowing in. But I'm going to talk about how I built it, show you how it works, and point out the various parts of it. So, what I used to build most of it is PVC pipe. The barrel up here is 1.5 inch SDR 21, I do believe, or 26. I don't remember exactly. But it's thin wall, 1.5 inch pipe, because the interior diameter just perfectly fits the golf balls that it shoots. And then we have a 1.5 inch coupling up here, because it gives me something to attach the front sight to, and it just looks good. And then there is another coupling, another 1.5 inch coupling right here, and another one back here that you can't really see because of the 2 inch T over the top of that attaches the magazine. The magazine is all 2 inch Schedule 40 pipe and parts. We have a female adapter here, male adapter, and an end cap. And then there's a piece in between these two to glue them all together. And then back here we have a 1 inch ball valve because it's the biggest one I could find. I was wanting a 1.5 because I wanted to have the maximum airflow, but that didn't happen because Home Depot didn't have them. And then we have a 1 inch female slip to male thread, 90-degree corner. That is what attaches the ball valve to the tank, obviously. The air tank is a 2 inch by 2 inch by 1.5 inch, I do believe, T. And then we've got Schedule 40 2 inch pipe here. Then another T just like the one back over here. And then we have a 2 inch pipe, or 2 inch cap. And then down here we have 3/4 inch pipe, and then there's an end cap inside this pipe. I thought it was kind of convenient how well it fit together, because it gives me a protection cap for my Terra valve. This is what we use to charge it, but then this just kind of pops up on there and it protects it. It's convenient for when I've got it standing up in kickstand mode, for lack of another term. And then coming back over here, we have a 2 inch to 1/2 inch sizer, the 45-degree corner, and the 1/2 inch. And then inside this 1 inch thin wall pipe is some 1/2 inch Schedule 40. I did it this way because this pipe doesn't actually hold any pressure, but it allowed me to drill into it to put the trigger in. This is rather convenient. And then I've got a 90-degree corner on the 1/2 inch right here, and then it's all cut out to just barely fit it, so it's not sitting there twisting too much. And then that's just capped off. So that allows me to have a forward here and a rear grip here, forward grip and rear grip. And then, like I said, the barrel, I've already explained that to you. Right here, I just used my drill and punched 2 holes in it and then connected them so I could wrap my band clamp through it, hose clamp, whatever you want to call them, to attach the barrel down to the board. It's a 2x3. And then I did the same thing for this one and this one. Those hold it down to the air tank, which marries everything together. And this one only holds the rear sight on. That's all this one does. My rear sight is made out of some pipe. Yeah. Anyways, the stuff with the holes that goes around pipes. Can't remember what it's called now. Anyways, though, I just cut a little notch into the top of it right behind the next hole up, and then cut it all off and ground it. And it makes a pretty good little sight. It's simple, that gets the job done. And then for my front sight, I have the lock ring out of a bicycle grip shift, and then I found another screw that fits in it to put up in there because the lock screw didn't have a head on it. Actually, this little one down here, this is going to lock the coupling to the barrel once I get it sighted in. And then, anyways, so you can see it up in there. It holds it down pretty good. It's a little bit wiggly, but it doesn't really mess anything up because it's not that wiggly. So for the mechanism, I have a spring to pull the bell valve down because it's kind of stiff, so I got about the biggest spring I could find. And then we have a drawer slide with the bearings in it. You can kind of see those on the camera. But that doesn't come apart, so it was ideal for this job. That the spring pulls on, and then this pulls on the ball valve. It's a pull rod, push rod, whatever you want to call it, because it pushes the ball valve up. When you pull on the thing here, it kind of pushes it up. It's a little bit stiff. It's hard to do one-handed. And then it pulls it down. The spring pulls on the slide, and then the slide pulls on this, which pulls on the ball valve, opening up the air tank and releasing all the pressure in it down through the barrel. Also, something I forgot to mention is there's a cutout right about here in the barrel to allow the balls out of the magazine to just drop in. So it's completely gravity fed, and then when this comes down, it closes it all off. Then this blue here is actually masking tape that I wrapped around and around over and over and over again to create a seal so that I wasn't losing nearly as much air through here. This is actually packaging off of something I bought from my bike, but it keeps any air that might escape through the seal from coming back into my face, which could be bad, could be very bad. I don't know if it does it. I put this here before I put the first shot through it, so I have no idea, and I don't want to find out the hard way. But anyways, though, to hold the drawer slide back, because obviously this could be a problem, I have this little spike here, and the little spike is actually kind of a zigzag shape in all of its totality, and then it kind of sits behind this piece in this groove down here, and then when you pull the trigger, the spike cable pulls the piece back, like so. Like I said, I damaged the cable, so it's a bit of an issue, but that allows the little spike to come swinging out. Let's see if I can get my knee. Yeah, there we go. But then that's the rest of that's the other end, not so much the rest, but the other end of the piece of metal that makes up the little spike. And then it just comes back, and it's supposed to click behind there, and then it won't. Let's spin the camera around. And see, then it doesn't go forward. And then you can catch the little slot on the spike, and then it can't pull it forward until you pull the trigger, releasing everything. And pretty much that's about how it works. Is the spring pulls the valve and the air goes through. So I will go ahead and pause the video a moment and set it up to show you how it looks when it's ready to fire. Okay, so now I've got it set up to fire. It's pretty simple. You can see the spring is expanded quite a bit, and the drawer slide is now hooked on the little spike. Not that it's really easy to see, but it is there. And when you pull the trigger, it releases this forward, thus pulling the ball valve open. So it works pretty good. I will now show you what it looks like as you pull it. All you do is you just have it set like so, and when you pull the trigger, it does this. Normally it does it a little bit faster because right now it's a little cold, so the brass is shrunk in. When it's warm, it goes faster, but that's just basics. But if it was charged, it'd give a loud hiss. And something I forgot to mention was right up under here. You can sort of kind of see it. And with my handband, it's harder to see. But anyways, right up in here is a little piece of wire on a spring that pops up into the barrel, so that the balls don't just roll out the end of your barrel if you've got it pointed down. And to prove that, there should be one in the barrel now, but obviously it doesn't come out. Yep, there's one in the barrel, because you give it a couple of good knocks and it comes out. But it takes a little bit of force, and this thing is very heavy. Oh, it looks like I had two in the barrel, actually. which is not hard to do because all it has to do is when one drops in, it can roll all the way up to about here, and then the next one can drop in. I think I had 4 in it at one point. It's a little bit of a problem, but I haven't quite figured out a solution for it just yet. But that's pretty much how it works. So I can't think of anything else I need to talk about, but that's pretty nice. It works. It has a little bit of a kick to it because the balls do have some weight to them. But yeah, that's it. So, oh yeah, one other thing. The barrel is 2 feet long, and so is the air tank. There's 2 feet of each that I used, and then cut it in the middle here, and added a little bit extra with the T, and then that's it. So, I forgot about lengths. And there's about 1 foot to the magazine. There you go. That's what it looks like.